Welcome in, everybody, to Betting Pros. It's time to place your bets. It is me, Joe Pisapia, and this is BP NFL. It's time. Can you believe it already? Preseason week 1. We're here. There's football. And of course, if there's football, we're going to bet on it. And to help us get the right picks in just at the window in time, Andrew Erickson, the Undertaker, Terrell Furman Jr., both my friends here hanging out with us on the Betting Pros channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Betting Pros channel right now. Like this video. Again, we're trying to get to 100,000 this year, and we can do it with your help. Just keep on hitting that subscribe. Give us your picks, too, in the comments. We'd love to hear from all of you guys and gals here in the betting space. And look, you know, when it comes to betting the preseason, we also just did a fun show, Terrell and I, kind of breaking down some best and worst practices of that. So if you feel like, I don't know if I'm really comfortable with this, well, go watch the video Terrell and I just did and see some of the trends, some of the outliers, some of the ways that you can make some cash before NFL games really means something. So we're going to start here with our favorite bets of the week. Andrew Erickson, fresh out of the gate, ready to go, just coming here from the fantasy court on the Fantasy Pros channel. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills New York Giants game, because I know you got some feelings about that one.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this one pretty short and sweet and to the point. I'm going to take the Bills with the points because it's a matchup featuring the preseason GOAT, Sean McDermott, against the non-preseason GOAT, who is Brian Daboll. So basically just making this bet based on the historical against the spread records for both of these coaches. McDermott, 15, 7-2, 68% against the spread in the preseason. Brian Daboll, 1-8, 11% against the spread. Give me the Bills with the points. Don't care who the starters. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to take the coach who has shown to cover the spread and the coach that can't cover the spread.
Dylan McDermott, Sean McDermott, don't matter. Bills +2. There we go. All right, let's get to Terrell's first pick here. Terrell, you are zeroing in on an oldie but a goodie, isn't it? At the end of the day, you love looking for those Ravens in the preseason. They're typically, you want to talk about goats of the preseason. It's the Baltimore Ravens and everybody else. We talked about that on the last show. So let's talk about Ravens Colts. How do you see this one playing out?
Well, it is going to be a very, very big angle that I'm going to harp on over the course of the entire preseason, and that is fading the teams in the joint practices. The joint practices are the game. That is what everybody's thinking about in this preseason. They're never really focused on the game. It's what's going on in the joint practices. So I think that you got to have a situation here where you have the Baltimore Ravens and the Colts give all this effort in the practices. They already are fighting, Joe. I just want you to know a fight has already broken out in joint practice between these two teams, and a player has been thrown out. So, like, the physicality is there 100%. Plus, if you add on to the fact of these two teams, but this situation of teams in a joint practice last season, 15-5 to the under. Teams after playing in a joint practice and then going and playing in the game on Sunday, 15-5 to the under. Also add into the fact of teams that are playing in the same conference in the preseason are 60% to the under since 2015. This is a good spot where I'm going to go ahead and back these two physical teams going into a game and take the under between the Colts and the Ravens. And I mean, Daniel Jones and Anthony Richards and other unders, they just feel like they go together. So I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, this is an important game, though. I want to see, again, that's only the first one, but it's important. I want to see what Anthony Richardson looks like out there. I want to see what Daniel Jones looks like. I want to see how they feel running the offense. I always say the same thing. Preseason football means nothing except for the guys that it means everything for. And those are two guys where I think it means everything. So every single pass, every single snap, I think is going to be discussed, gone over, replayed a million times, trying to figure out if we can get an edge there potentially as the season goes on. Again, it's very early, but still very important game there. Every moment that these guys have under center. Let's turn our attention back to Andrew's second game bet here. The Pats and the Commanders are squaring off in week 1 here. Andrew, where are you going?
I am taking the New England Patriots at -2.5. I'm at home. I'm going to be watching this game, and I'm going to root for the Patriots to win. So that's what I'm going to. That's what I'm going to bet on.
That's the analysis. No, but is it important though? You know, Mike Vrabel here kind of changing the culture a little bit back. We're a little bit more disciplined. It's like, hey, it's preseason football, but this crap means something, and it means something to me. I could see that being kind of like a really edgy first game here for the Patriots. Not that they have something to prove, but that the coaching staff trying to refocus a team that kind of lost its focus in the last 2 years.
Nothing would please Robert Kraft more than on Friday night to leave Gillette Stadium with a win. Because going to Gillette the last couple seasons, it's been depressing. It's been depressing to go to Patriots games when they had just this long, just all they would do is win at home, the home field advantage, the lighthouse. It would be great. You'd have they could do the crazy train, a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. It was so much fun, and now it's been terrible. So I think that Mike Vrabel wants to get his team going. I think they want to come out of this with a win. I think that when you're looking at certain trends, I like to look at some of these first-year head coaches. Like, they have something to prove, right? They want to show, like, hey, yes, I'm setting this culture here, like you said, setting the standard. And when it comes to just looking at the opponent, the Washington Commanders, well, Dan Quinn, another coach that you want to bet against in the preseason, 6-18, 25% against the spread during the preseason. Mike Vrabel has been closer to 500. He's 5-7-2 against the spread, so he doesn't have necessarily a glowing record. But given the circumstance of he's a brand new head coach on a new team, I think they're going to come out and try to get the W. So, and they also have a joint practice too, so I think this will probably be a closer game as well.
I think there's history has taught us that one or two things also please Robert Kraft. But we won't talk about those on the program today because I don't want to get this video flagged here. It's too early in the season for that. Just saying. Terrell, let's go back to you. What do you have here lined up for us for your final game bet here for week 1 of the preseason for NFL?
Yeah, Erickson, I'm very disappointed in you. I mean, the Undertaker is not undertaking, and it's fine. I will do the heavy lifting for you, as, you know, I tend to do. It's perfectly fine. The under in the Cowboys and the Rams game, because of the same exact things that I just listed. These are two teams that are going through joint practices. They haven't even started yet. The time is about to start in maybe, an hour? Oh, they're actually getting started just now. And so, look. Here, 15-5. We already talked about it. Talked about both of them playing in the same conference, playing in the preseason. That leans to an under. But also, just look at what the Rams do in the preseason overall. Nothing. Actually, nothing. They don't score much in the preseason. They don't let other people score much in the preseason. And Brian Schottenheimer, y'all talking about first-time head coaches. This is a legit first-time head coach. He's got to go in here and actually figure out, okay, what is it going to be like on game day? How are we going to run this? What personnel are we throwing out there? Like, what is everything that's going through it? And all of that, we're all focused during the joint practice the whole week before. So a whole week of joint practices going into Schottenheimer's first game, going into a situation where the Rams are just don't put up high points totals at all in the preseason. I like the under here yet again.
All right, don't make a bet this season, all season long, unless you're using the BettingPros app. Download the BP app right now for iOS or for Android. Sync your sportsbooks for free. You can automatically track all your bets across all your sportsbooks in one spot. You can easily monitor all the bet performances by sport, by bet type, including the game picks, the props, the parlays. All of it's in there. The same game parlay tool. All these tools are there for you in the BettingPros app to make you a better. So create custom betting systems on your own, or you can use ones that are already created. Get a 7-day free trial right now of the BettingPros premium tools by downloading the BP app, or go to bettingpros.com/apps. Use that promo code JUICE when you activate that bad boy too, and start betting smarter, not harder. Let's turn our attention to the individuals and talk about some props. Let's start with a quarterback here. Terrell, walk me through why Easton Stick might be an over in week 1.
Yeah, I love Easton Stick here. Over 92.5 passing yards. He's been over 100 passing yards per game in his last 3 preseasons with the Chargers, where he's gotten a lot of the work here. He's got the NFL experience actually in game. And Raheem Morris, coach of the Falcons, went ahead and already said no Michael Penix and no Kirk Cousins. So you're not going to look into some vulture 1 drive here, 2 drives there for those guys. No, it's going to be all Stick and Emory Jones in this game. And Stick is still playing for the 3rd spot. Now he feels pretty solidified, but Emory Jones is going to give him all the competition that he needs. And so there's still competition for that backup spot, which could be a 2nd quarterback spot and not a 3rd quarterback spot. We'll see what happens with Kirk Cousins and if he ends up getting traded or not. But yeah, I like Stick to go out here and have a good game against the Detroit Lions that did not look the best in the Hall of Fame game.
All right, let's get to one of your picks here, Andrew Erickson on prop bet. What do you have here? I believe you have another quarterback lined up too.
Yes, I'm going to the Detroit Lions quarterback Hendon Hooker. He's going to go over 89.5 passing yards. I also found this line on Underdog at 87.5. So again, you want to shop your best lines. Why? Use the BettingPros app. But the expectation for Hendon Hooker in this game is he's going to play the full first half for Detroit and potentially even go into the 3rd quarter. So if he's just playing enough, they've talked about they're not really going to hold him back. And he averaged 100 passing yards per game in last year's preseason games. So, again, didn't play that too much significantly in the Hall of Fame game. And the matchup, Falcons, just like the Rams, they don't care. They don't care about the preseason at all. So, bet against them. Take Hendon Hooker and the over on the passing yards.
All right, let's go back to you here. Terrell, give us another one of your individual props here you like for this first week of the preseason.
I hate it for it to be an Eagle, but DTR, welcome back. Come here. Let's go ahead and go on this ride in the preseason yet again. Dorian Thompson-Robinson to go over 39.5 passing yards in the preseason because he's in a legit quarterback battle. He's trying to beat out Kyle McCord. Shout out to Kyle Honda McCord coming over from Syracuse. We talked about him a lot in the college football Betting Pros podcast. And guess what? Now we have a chance to go ahead and see him live. But it looks like DTR is ahead of the pack. They're very, very impressed. He just had a 50-yard touchdown in camp earlier, like a couple of days ago, that they're talking about. They said that he's making the plays, making the moves, and he's going to get the reps in that game to go ahead and try to prove that he can beat out Kyle McCord for that third job. So I like DTR to come in here and have another good preseason. Give me over 39.5 passing yards.
All right, Andrew Erickson, anything else you'd like to add here about the Rams, perhaps?
Yeah, so I know that Terrell said that I didn't take any unders, but he didn't go scroll down far in the show sheet because I got a team total here going under on the Los Angeles Rams. Again, maybe you should just parlay this with the Atlanta Falcons. Just parlay all the unders or team totals for teams that don't care. But starting with the Rams, under 15.5 against the Dallas Cowboys. Like we said, they don't care. Last year, they were 3-0 towards the under. They didn't score over 15.5 points in any of the games that they played in the preseason. Last year in 2023, they scored 17, 17, and 0. So I just think that you want to bet against these types of teams, and I don't think they're going to get anywhere near close to 15.5 points. So team total under on the Rams.
All right. If you're looking for an edge too, don't forget, it's not just the podcast here. It's more than that. We've also got our Discord going on. So if you're into sports betting, whether you're a veteran or you're just coming to it for the first time, the Discord is a great place because you're going to learn a lot here from some of the real pros that are out there. Matt Peralt's on there all the time talking about what he's betting, how he's betting it, the why and what he's betting. We've got shows on there too. We got a lot going on. So go join our Discord, bettingpros.com/chat. Again, it's not just for NFL. It's NBA, MLB, NHL. All of it's there. Props, live betting, you name it. We're going to be covering it. And right now, we want you to be part of our Betting Pros community. It is huge, and it's growing every single day. So why not be part of it? Again, it's us against the books, and I mean us. So join us and let us help you go win some cash this season. All right, let's get to a little parlay actionable SGPs, maybe a little parlays, what you might have here for the people. Terrell Furman Jr., what do you have lined up here? Anything special for week one?
Oh, you trust the coaches that you're supposed to trust. Come on now. You don't even question it. I mean, we've talked about how good John Harbaugh is in preseason. We talk about how good Mike Tomlin is in preseason. Both of them are underdogs. I mean, I'm going to just go ahead and say, give me the Steelers on the money line against the Jags. Give me the Colts on the money line against Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson and the Colts. Plus 544. Plus 544 for getting two coaches that dominate the preseason. Absolutely.
Andrew, you got any parlays or SGPs you're rolling here out of week one of the preseason?
Yeah, so I got two teams I like on the money line. So Bengals money line I liked last week. I threw it into the Betting Pros Discord. It was plus 115 for Bengals on the money line. They are now favored by 6.5 points. So I didn't want to come to that table with Bengals money line at minus 300 as my best bet, just because I don't think there's a lot of value in that one anymore, but just a reason to get into the Discord because you get notified when we throw in our bets. And it's just a really way to hop on things before the lines move. If we saw a massive line movement with the Bengals, because they're going to play their starters. They've been talking about that throughout the offseason, how Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow, they're sick of starting out so slowly. They can't afford to open the season 0-2 anymore because it just doesn't help
They can't
them.
afford to blow up survivor entries anymore.
Andrew, I made a lot of money last year on week one with the Patriots because I know the Bengals always come out just sluggish, and I was like, oh, the Patriots are at least going to cover this game. Hey, why not? And I learned from Terrell a little bit too. Why not just go all the way with it? Always a sprinkle. We sprinkle here. We got a little sprinkle. So yeah, there you go. All three of them. We've got to do it at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sprinkle. There it is. There was sprinkle on there. But it's true, man. Why not? So Andrew's got this locked up this week. So what's the number on that one again?
So the Bengals money line. So you have to parlay with the Raiders money line.
Okay.
Or else you're getting basically no type of payout that you want.
Right.
So Raiders money line has also been moving in favor of the Raiders, which is why I'm not taking them against the spread and putting them together, because the Raiders are another team where it's pretty obvious that they would like to win this game. You have the Raiders' first-year head coach coming in with Pete Carroll. Obviously, he has a history with the Seattle Seahawks. He wants to beat them, and Seattle has already said that they're not going to play our starters against the Raiders, where the Raiders have, again, going back to the Mike Vrabel thing, let's set the culture. Let's win this preseason game. Pete Carroll, rah guy. Let's get the team fired up. And he's been really good in the preseason. His first 8 preseasons with Seattle, he was 22-10 against the spread. So I'm just going to follow the coaching trends with some of these against the spread records. And yeah, so Raiders money line, Bengals money line, around plus 150 for 2 bets. I'm pretty confident of teams winning.
All right, we're going to be here for all the trends all season long. We're just getting warmed up. It's only preseason. We're already having some fun, so make sure you download the BettingPros app. Make sure you subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel, and make sure you get all those bets in on time. That'll do it for us, but the story of the game goes on. For Andrew Erickson and Terrell Furman Jr., I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids.